everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Queen Scorpion Oshun. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm coming to y'all with another video, audio, in continuation of when women choose wrong. You know, in 10 minutes, I wasn't really able to go into in depth of what I really want to discuss because I based it around the Empire show because it was a reaction to episode, I believe, 14, Cookie Lion and the character Angelo. The name did come to me after I had already uploaded and submitted the video. But as you guys may or may not know, if you watch the show, he proposed to her on television, and then he had an open mic, and pretty much she was kind of, said no, she had to think about it. And he was very upset because she told him that she still had feelings for Lucius, and they end up kissing, etc., etc., etc. And I just really wanted to, in this video, break down to men and women as well, but a lot of men that, say, oh, she should have chose better. When you say women should choose better, you need to know what that look like, and you need to know how to really articulate that, because a lot of y'all just say, women want thugs, they won't give a nice guy a chance, they won't give a good hardworking brother or man a chance, which in my experience, that has never been true. The women I know and the women I have known in my life, that has been the complete opposite. I can't speak for all colored women of color. I can't speak for all women on the planet. But we talking about black women. We talking about, and that's from all the African diaspora, whether it be Jamaican, Ghanaian, Rwandan, Dominican, black. We talking about black, but the, quote unquote black. I hate that term, but let's go with it. So, when y'all say we should choose better, to me, a woman choosing better is choosing a man that can offer her what she needs. Because just because she's a woman, we know there are some universal things that women need. But also, you got to go with chemistry and compatibility. So, you can't just say, if I got a 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, whatever, I work 100 hours a week, I believe in family, you should choose me because I'm a good man. That is not how that works. You have to make sure that at the end of the day, after the money is spent, I can have a conversation with you, and you can have a conversation with me, and we can have an enjoyable conversation. We have to make sure that after, not only the money is spent, but if we have intimacy, like we have sex, we have, we make love, I'm able to enjoy that experience, and not only enjoy that experience, but be able to have a conversation with you, and you're able to have a conversation with me. Do you see where this is going? So I do 1,000% believe now at my age, compatibility, and I ain't say chemistry, but chemistry, there has to be some mix of it. I'm not saying that I have a complete understanding and just have it all figured out, because I'm still learning. But what I am starting to see is that you do need a mix of passion. Passion is not everything, but you definitely need some of it. You gotta be compatible, and compatibility doesn't mean that me and my dude or y'all gonna be just alike. No, it's funny because my guy, and I always say my best friend, because really, y'all, that is what is most important, starting off as friends. And you could see my other videos going into more detail about that. But the guy that I'm dating, my best friend, I feel like he always says, like, oh, me and you are like night and day. I somewhat agree, but I absolutely disagree too at the same time, because it's like, dude, you're a Cancer, I'm a Scorpio. We do have some similarities. Like we enjoy the same music, y'all. We both like rock, we like gospel. We are very eclectic. We have that in common. But he's more conservative in his political views, and I'm more liberal and probably more socialist in my views. Like, so, and that's fine. We all have our different perspectives, as long as that's not going to cause friction in our unit. And if we have a family together, that's not going to cause friction, and as far as being compatible, like religious wise, I would say you could marry a Muslim, be a Christian. I do believe that. But once again, is it going to be a problem for y'all? So that's what you gotta, the yin and the yang, you gotta figure out, can we both respect each other and have these very differentiating views? Like, are we going to be cool? You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to figure out. So but when we say women need to choose better, I would say you also have to make sure, not only if he has the money and you guys can, enjoy each other after y'all get home from work or whatever, but will he protect you in a dangerous situation? Now, I heard somebody say on YouTube, I'm not even going to say his name, what you need protection for? If you got to be putting people in situations where they got to protect you, you are really not understanding how a woman is made, how a man is made. A man is made to protect. That's why y'all stronger. Of course, no one's going to put you in compromising situations, but living on the planet Earth and being a human, you're going to be, and even animals, come on now, they're put in compromising situations. Maybe a hunter might come, and maybe somebody might be trying to go after baby bears or baby ducks. That's when the mother comes down like a thief in the night and swoosh, she's going to get you. She's going to protect her children. That's what we expect men to do. If I am in a situation where someone is just, even as a friend, you expect your friend to step in, right? If I'm with my friend and we out at the grocery store and somebody's just really disrespectful, I'm going to say, hey, wait, hold on, pump the brakes. This is not what we're here for. You're being very rude right now. Okay, same thing with a dude. We ain't say take out the Pokemon ball and be ready to, go crazy and stuff. Come on now. That's not what we saying. I'm saying that we need a man that when a man loves a woman, when you care about somebody, you step in, protect them no matter what. I'm a woman and I'm like that. So y'all, come on, you got to be honest about that when it comes to protection and security. Choosing better, back to Cookie and Angelo. Cookie would have been great, I think, from watching the show, if she would have chosen Angelo, because at first he didn't get her, but he did all the necessary things to understand her. There's not a lot of men, ladies, that's going to do that. And I've been in some good relationships. I've been in some relationships that were kind of a little toxic, So to have a man that can bring down the ego and be like, you know what? I am willing to do whatever it takes, and because I love you. Like, I want to understand you. I know we come from two different walks of life, but I want to make you happy. That is when you have a winner. And not only that, like I said in my previous audio, Angelo, he stood up to Lucius on, I think, 2 separate occasions, especially in the last episode. He stood up to him, went to his house. I mean, you want a thug, that's kind of quote unquote thuggish. Like, he's protecting you, he's protecting his investment and the woman, his family, because he knew he loved Cookie, he wanted to be with her. That's what I would say is a great sign that this man will protect you. And even when she was having problems with the DA office or with probation, he did the necessary things to see what was going on and to stop it. Ladies, that's what you should be looking for. And she chose wrong the first time when she was younger. We could understand that she was a little kid. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even understand it, because I'm just like, okay, your boyfriend got beat up by these dudes. I would have rolled out with the dude that got beat up. But see, I'm different. I'm different like that. But I would have rolled out with the dude that got beat up. I mean, because I'm a kind of person about justice. Like I take that very strongly. And he loved Cookie, just like how Angelo. This young boy loved Cookie. He's still trying to take care of her. He was looking out for her best interest. I understand when we're younger and when you're a teenager, your mind, you kind of going with what make your heart beat. So you know what I'm saying? Like the drama, the passion. But ladies, when we get of a certain age, you don't want your vagina to drop like a prune. I get it. You don't want to be in a house where you like, dang, he paying the bills, but I don't get that spark. I'm not like, dang, I can't wait till daddy get home. I don't got that feeling. I don't get that. He don't make my heart flutter even a little bit. That is an issue. I would agree. As a woman, I would take issue with that too. So I could see her feeling that way at first, but Angelo, as their time in a relationship progressed, he showed her that he could go to the next level and he could meet her halfway. And it seemed like she was trying to meet him halfway. I don't understand going to your ex-husband and you got his approval. And I understand maybe she didn't like the television thing. And I'm only using Empire and these two characters as an example to bring together what I'm trying to say to y'all, ladies and gentlemen. But I don't understand her going through all of that to still make the decision of being so, I don't know, and then tell him she kissed Lucius. I thought that was the most dumbest thing ever. She didn't need to say that, y'all. She didn't need to say that. Some things you have to keep to yourself. It didn't go far. She stopped it, and she walked away like a champion. You know what I'm saying? So, I think, obviously, choosing Lucius was wrong because she's going by history. But if you also go by history, Lucius have chosen another woman over you every single time. Lucius have showed you how dirty, how low down he is. And I understand that's what she was used to. So a lot of times we go back to what we used to, but we got to break the chains. And choosing wrong could be choosing a guy that got a doctorate degree. But he shows you he's not interested in loving you. He's a selfish lover. Y'all choosing wrong goes on many levels. Don't get it twisted. It ain't about the thugs. If all you could come up with in your mind is a thug and a scoochie rat, that shows you ain't nothing but a thug and a scoochie rat. You're a bottom dweller. You're a peasant because I don't think about that. I'm so above that level in my life and my friends and my family that's not what comes to mind because I'm not in that environment. And that's not me. I've never chosen that. So if the best you can do is, well, you chose, and y'all, it's this girl, the whole Petco thing. I've lived in Iowa City, so I know. I believe I've seen this girl. It was a YouTube guy that posted a video about her. And do you know, black men were saying she's dumb. They saw her Facebook profile. She chose a white guy. He's not protecting her. And a black woman would never allow a black man to not protect her. And this, that, and the third. Y'all, and then it was talking about she was talking white. Y'all got complaints no matter what. This is the thing. I do believe he should have gotten in on the video a little bit with her. But then we would have been saying, oh, she's using Whitey to validate her. Black women can't win sometimes, no matter what. Y'all need to think about that. Be honest with yourself about that. I do believe women, we can make better decisions. But just make sure you compatible. Make sure this man is really trying to understand you because there's a lot of low-key misogynist dudes out here. You gotta be careful. You got to be careful, y'all. And that's what I really wanted to get through in this video. I couldn't go by not going into detail about what choosing wrong and versus choosing right looks like. And I hope men, especially black men, hear this video and they understand and stop using that whole narrative of people want a thug. If that's all you could think about, then it shows who you are. It is a reflection of you greater than it is of us. Y'all have a great day. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace.